Hello. It's been a minute. Today I thought we could ramble while I show you this ceramic bowl that my friend got me. I really like the size of it. It's pretty small, it fits in my hand. I would say it maybe holds about a cup of liquid, like a small bowl of cereal maybe, or a single serving of yogurt. Its most recent use was holding an apple that I had for dessert with some peanut butter. I don't know where she got it. There's no label on the bottom. I think it's a smaller brand. That's what I would assume. But it could be somewhere larger. A larger company, I wouldn't know. I really like the sound of ceramics. I think it has something a little bit more calming compared to glass. And I just think this is so precious. So it has kind of this fluted edge on the side. It's not straight or smooth. The glaze is that is like shiny and smooth, but it has this lip on the bottom that's left matte, left bare. If I remember from my time taking ceramics in high school, that's so that when it is fired in the kiln, it doesn't stick, because glass is, glaze is glass. So when you put it in the kiln, it basically melts the glaze onto the ceramic. And that's what kind of makes it this hard, shiny material. Yeah. But the fun doesn't stop here, because I was also gifted a matching ceramic cup. Looks like this. So this is my primary cup when I'm at home. It has a different tone. You can see it has the same pattern on it, this sort of checkerboard pattern. And then it's got a red rim. Most recently, I was using it to drink peppermint tea. Peppermint tea is my new obsession. I really like having tea before bed, and when I do, I want something that's not caffeinated. So I went through a phase of drinking chamomile tea. I also really like throat coat. Even when my throat doesn't hurt, I just think it tastes good. I don't know if anybody else is the same, or maybe you associate throat coat with being sick, so you don't like it. I know a lot of people don't like chicken noodle soup, actually, unless they're sick, because they just always associate it with having a cold. But I like it. But yes, peppermint tea is my new favorite. And I just think it is so like refreshing, but comforting and soothing in the same way. I think it's supposed to be good for digestion as well, which is partially why I wanted it. And that's not to say I don't like chamomile anymore. My cousin calls it chamomile, because it's, it's a word that I think if you had never heard of it, you wouldn't know how to pronounce it. Kind of like when you were reading Harry Potter and you would call Hermione like Hermione. I feel like that was like a universal thing, wasn't it? When we didn't know how to pronounce her name because we had never seen it before. I guess that's only like if you read Harry Potter as a kid. I bet if you were an adult, maybe you knew the name Hermione, but I didn't. Anyway, back to this mug, I guess. The checkerboard here, if you can see, is almost stamped crookedly in some places. And I like that it does this triangulated effect. It's not just checkerboard all the way around. And then if you recall, this one here is just this outer rim. So they match without being overly like identical. I don't know, which one do you prefer the sound of? This is the bowl. Ooh, I like that. That was the bowl, or the cup. I think I prefer the cup. I think it's a little bit muted, not as high pitched. So I prefer the cup. Or mug, I guess. If it's made out of ceramics, is it a mug? Who knows? But I always assume a mug is something with a handle. I will say, this as a coffee cup, as a teacup, you have to be careful because there's no handle and it's ceramic, it holds the heat really well. If this was filled with hot water, it would be hard to hold. So sometimes I have to hold it from the top instead of the bottom. From the top instead of the bottom. But it's empty right now. Empty, empty, empty. Empty, empty, empty. And so is the bowl. So is the bowl. This is like the perfect bowl for snacks. I swear I put like everything in it. already mentioned, I love having cereal out of this bowl because I don't eat cereal for breakfast. Like, I don't just eat a bowl of cereal, that's not filling enough. But I love cereal as a snack. And if it's a really sugary cereal, I like it for dessert. Maybe that's weird. Does anyone else do that? I was actually thinking about this the other day because my mom was like, if I send you like a care package of stuff, what do you want? And I was like, send me cereal. The UK has like really shitty cereal options in my opinion. I guess I say that only because I miss having an entire aisle of cereals that are marketed for breakfast but are like ridiculously sweet and delicious. Let's not lie to ourselves. Lucky Charms is delicious. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, my personal favorite. But and even the ones that kind of seem healthy are like Honey Bunches of Oats, still very sugary. Of course, there's sugary cereals in the UK as well, but it's just not the same. And they're also so expensive compared to like the regular like cornflakes. Anyway, a little bit of a rant, a little bit of a ramble, a little bit of ceramic show and tell, and probably some sounds of my neighbors. Don't know if you heard them, but hopefully they weren't too noisy. Anyway, that's all for now, and thanks for